Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys today. It's been about 2 weeks since my last one. Got some pretty good stuff here to talk about. I got 14 movies, 8 Blu-rays, 6 DVDs, some of them being movies from Stinky Tuna, one of them being a Vinegar Syndrome title, one of them being an out-of-print DVD, which is one I'm glad to finally have in the collection. So as usual, I'm starting off with the Blu-rays and then with the DVDs. So the first 3 here I got, now these are from a company called Stinky Tuna. I'll put a link down below where you guys can get these ones. But it feels like that's the only place you can get them at, not unless there's like another website that you can get them on. I got 3 from them. The first one I got from this website is a movie called Hush, here on Blu-ray. And you know what Stinky Tuna is? It's actually like a company where they're releasing movies. They're bootlegs, like this one is. Like they're all black on the back. It's companies that they're putting out Netflix movies that have never came out to DVD or Blu-ray yet, or at least in the U.S. I don't know if they have. Some of them have in like other countries or what. But this is one I was hoping would come out to Stinky Tuna, and it finally did, because this is one I've been wanting to check out for quite some time. I know it's on Netflix and all, but I don't know, I just haven't really had that much time to watch Netflix. And you know, the main reason why I wanted to watch this was because Blumhouse, of course. I love Blumhouse. But this movie, I absolutely really enjoy this one. This movie is basically, it's a home invasion-like movie, but this movie is basically about this girl who lives in this, like, cabin, and, I think it's her writing this book, and the girl's actually deaf. And one night, when she's at her cabin, you know, there's this guy who is, wearing this mask, and wearing this, like, hat, and he's coming in there, and he's, like, messing with her a little bit, and of course, it turns out, like, he's, like, so psychotic and crazy, he's trying to kill her, and it turns out, you know, it's not really a spoiler, because you find out right away. It's, like, the mask part is only in it for, like, probably, like, 5 minutes, and it turns out it's, you know, John Gallagher Jr.'s character, you know, which I've always liked that actor. You know, he's done some great movies in the past. He's done, The Belko Experiment, he did 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it was actually pretty cool seeing him playing a villain in this, you know, but it's him trying to, like, kill her and trying to, like, you know, harass her and stuff. I don't know, I can't tell you how much I really love this one, but definitely check this one out if you guys have not seen it. As far as I know, this one is still on Netflix, and you know, there is some special features on this, but the only thing I don't like about these releases is they're not putting the special features on here. Which there's a feature on here that I really liked that they put on here, and I'll put a link down below for that account as well. But it's, you know, they put a feature on you know, the YouTuber Dead Meat. You know, they put one of his kill count videos on here, doing the kill count for the Hush movie. I'll put a link down below for the Dead Meat YouTube channel. So make sure you check him out as well. But yep, that is Hush here on Blu-ray. Another one here I really liked, another one I got because of Blumhouse. This one, now this movie was pretty good. I absolutely really enjoyed this one. But it's one of those movies that may not be for everyone. But this is a movie called Cam here on Blu-ray. And when I say that, it means it's kind of like, it has like a lot of sexual stuff in it. I mean, it's just kind of like, well, the movie is basically about this girl who is like, she's like this, I don't know what you call it, like this porn star, like, one of those, like, adult, like, websites where, you know, it costs you, like, 60 tokens a minute just to, do sexual stuff with them in private videos and stuff, and, you know, that's what she is. She's kind of like a stripper online. It's one of those kind of, like, you know, like, strip chat, like, website things, but she's on there, and, you know, and she wants to be like this, she wants to be like the most famous, like, porn star person, to be on here, on the website. And that ends up going well for her. But one day, when she's trying to log into her account, it's saying, like, she's putting her wrong, password in, her wrong username, and her credit card's declining on it. And, you know, she goes on the website, and it's someone else who's apparently it's her, but it's actually like someone else like using her account. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but in a way it was kind of creepy. If you guys understand technology, you understand how creepy it is. But you know, it's her trying to figure out what the hell exactly is going on, and she calls the company, and she's like, well, I think you're like playing like one of my old videos or something, because my credit card's not working. And they're like, no, you're live right now. I'm watching this, and it does look like you. Everything is a match to you. And she's like, well, that's not me. How was that me? I mean, I'm not live right now. That is not me. You know, but she's trying to get to the bottom of everything, trying to figure out what's going on. It was actually a really cool movie, though. But there is some special features on here as well. I can't really remember them offhand. But this one was actually a pretty great movie. But definitely check this one out if you guys have not seen this one. Yep, that is the movie Cam on Blu-ray. Okay, so sorry I switched rooms for a sec. So the last one from Stinky Tuna I got. This one I just got them watching a couple moments ago. This one, you know, Cool Duder mentioned this movie. He said he really liked it. I kind of wanted to see it because it was a movie kind of like, you know, Cube and the Escape Room movie that came out last year. This movie's not perfect, but I still liked it. You know, I think Escape Room was a little bit better. This is a movie called The Platform here on Blu-ray. And this is once again from Stinky Tuna, and also a Netflix movie. This is kind of like I think this was originally like a foreign movie, but it is it's dubbed in English. I don't know if it was on Netflix or anything, but this movie is basically about this one guy and his roommate. They're in this room, this like square like room. It's kind of hard to explain, but they're in there, and this like tray thing, this like this brick comes down every I think one time a day, and there's food on there, and they have like 2 minutes to get like food from there, and there's like all these levels are in there, all these like rooms. There's like 300 and some rooms. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it was actually a decent movie. I mean, it's nothing perfect or anything, but I don't know. I kind of liked it. Glad I got to see it, though. Alright, now this next one right here, this is from Vinegar Syndrome. And this is actually my first time actually owning a Vinegar Syndrome slipcover. I guess because the movie just came out the Blu-ray not too long ago. But this is a movie, and I actually really, really enjoyed this one. You know, I think Vinegar Syndrome did a good job cleaning this one up. This is a movie called Dolly Dearest here on Blu-ray. This is actually the slipcover it came with. Here's the back right here. Here is the Blu-ray right here in the clear case. And there is some reversible artwork. It's kind of like the same one as the one on the back of the slipcover. But this movie is basically about this family. I think a mother and father, a brother and a sister. A sister, I think the father's like this, he invents these dolls, I think. I think that's what happened. I can't really remember already. It's been like a week and a half. But they go into this like it's like trailer or something, and the little girl discovers this doll, and she really wants it, and Dad lets her get it. There's like a bunch of these dolls there. Dolls look like this, and she names the doll Dolly. But when she gets it, you know, weird things are happening. Like the little girl is all of a sudden, you know, changing. You know, she's being mean to her parents, being mean to the maid, and she's obsessed with the doll more. And the doll is telling her like sneak out of the house, or telling her to like do these crazy things. And, you know, it was actually pretty good. And, you know, this is at the time when, you know, when the Chucky movies were new. You know, everything was, like, making movies about killer dolls, because they were kind of, like, ripping off Chucky, you know. But I absolutely really like this one. This one was just as good as the Chucky movies, though. I like all there's, like, comedic stuff that the doll says here and there. You know, I really love this one so much. But feature-wise, it has on here a newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm introspective, playing with dolls, an interview with lead actress dressed in the part, an interview with actor, reversal art cover, and English subtitles. But really, really like this one a lot. Hopefully, there's another movie I really hope comes out to, hopefully Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow Video puts it out. And it's not one that's perfect or anything, but I remember watching it years ago on TV. Remember really liking it. It was called Pinocchio's Revenge, which I think that was made like '96 or something. But hopefully they'll put that one out at some point. But yep, that is Dolly Dearest here on Blu-ray. Alright, the next one here I got. This is one of those ones that Walmart was selling when they had the exclusive like slip covers for Warner Brothers ones. I have a couple more. This is the only one I was able to watch as of right now. I watched the one with my mom because I remember when the movie first came out, you know, she always talked about how good this one was. And I watched it and I really loved it. But this is a movie that stars Clint Eastwood called Gran Torino here on Blu-ray. And actually, yes, it actually has the other the original cover. It's just a slip cover that's different, that's all. But the movie is basically about this, you know, Clint Eastwood. He's this retired, like, Korean War veteran, and he owns this car, this old, like, great, amazing car called the Gran Torino. And he lives, like, at the part where kind of like the hood-like part. This is kind of like a gangster-like movie. You know, these gangsters are always picking on this one kid, and you know he's helping the kid. You know, protecting the kid from these gangsters that are after him. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's actually a pretty good movie. You know, pretty good, heartwarming, and kind of a sad movie in a way. The ending to this, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm not gonna say how it ended, but it was pretty sad. But I really, really got into this one. I'm surprised that I did, because I really love this one so much. And I can see why, you know, my mom loved this movie so much, because of how good it was. You know, how good Clint Eastwood did, you know, in this movie. You know, such a great movie. Really loved this one a lot. Alright, the next one here I got. Now, I remember this is a movie here. This is another one she liked, and I think she recommended it to me a couple years ago. I saw it a couple years ago, and I finally did get it on Blu-ray. I really love this one too. This is absolutely such an insane, crazy movie. But this is a movie called Scorned here on Blu-ray. You know, in a sort of way, it kind of sounds like something that, you know, LMN, like the Lifetime Movie Network would do, or Hallmark or something would do, but it really isn't. It's too brutal for... It's a little bit too brutal and too violent to be on a LMN, but this movie's about, and it starts off right away, you know. It starts off like the craziness starts right away in the movie. But the movie starts off with this girl, you know. She ties her, I think it's her fiance up, or her boyfriend up, and it turns out like it's her, she's torturing him and her friend. And the reason for all that is because, like, she discovered that her best friend was, you know, he was dating her best friend, and, you know, she's, like, going insane, like, torturing them, like, putting the dog in the microwave, and, like, doing that scene, like, from Misery, like, the sledgehammer thing. This movie is absolutely insane. I can't tell you how I recommend this movie enough, but really, really, really love this movie. Absolutely amazing right here. Now, and the last ones on Blu-ray I got, is, you know, The Problem Child 1 and 2 here on Blu-ray. Now, this one right here was originally like a Best Buy exclusive a couple years ago, but now it's available to get on Amazon or anywhere now. And this one right here is actually a burn-on-demand, Problem Child 2. You know, what's cool is I actually talked to some of these people that were in the movie. Like, I talked to the one girl on here who plays, she plays that little girl, I forgot what her name is, but she was the little girl who had the birthday party in the movie. But of course, this movie is basically about you know, Junior, played by Michael Oliver. You know, he's been to the orphanage so many times because he has all these problems and has, like, he's always getting into nothing but trouble. You know, John Ritter's character ends up adopting him and ends up being his adoptive father. And it's basically, you know, the Junior character trying to, like, you know, doing all this stuff when the people that he doesn't like and people that messes with him and stuff like that. And there's him trying to talk to this convicted felon, and he thinks he's very famous. There's no special features on any of these, but I still glad these ones were able to finally come to Blu-ray. And the second one was him and John Ritter's character moving to this new town, Mortonville, and Junior has problems at his new school. Like, he has a problem with a girl named Trixie, right here, played by Ivy and Juan, I think that's her name, because I did talk to her on Instagram not too long ago. And the guy who plays Murph in here, Eric Edwards, very, very nice people. He has a problem with the Murph character. But that's basically what it is. John Ritter's character trying to find a wife he can marry. But these are just fun movies to watch. If you guys have not seen these ones, highly, highly recommend them. Highly recommend you guys check them out. They're just such fun movies to watch. Okay, now on to the DVDs. So the first one on DVD I got. Now, I got this because, you know me, I love stupid movies. I love crazy, ridiculous, stupid movies. So does my papa most of the time. Like he'll watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We'll watch The Happy Time Murders. I actually got my mom to finally watch that one. She actually really enjoyed it. Probably because Melissa McCarthy's in it. But these are probably one of the most stupidest, most crazy, ridiculous movies. These are called the THANKSKILLING, the complete collection on DVD. Now, this one includes THANKSKILLING 1 and THANKSKILLIng 3. It does not include THANKSKILLIng 2, which I'll explain about that in a minute, because they never really made a second one. But these are DVD. Here's the DVD for the first one. They're low budget movies, and for this one it only made $3,500. Here's the third one as well. And the first one was about a group of these friends. They're off school for Thanksgiving break, and of course, like, there's this killer turkey on the loose named Turkey, and the turkey talks and has all these ridiculous jokes to say, and he kills them off one by one. And the third one was basically him. The third one was more of like a puppetry like movie. There was not many like what do you call it? I forgot what I call that thing where it's not anime. I forgot what you call it, but live action. That's what I'm thinking of. It wasn't really live action people that much. It was more like an animated like puppetry in it. But it's him trying to find the last copy of THANKSKILLIng 2. And he can't find it anywhere, and he's pissed off about that. That's essentially, though, what these movies are, but really stupid, crazy, ridiculous movies. Like, there's one here where there's, like, a talking pumpkin pie in space. There's, like, a talking worm. They're just ridiculous crazy. Alright, the next one here I got. Now, these ones I'm starting to collect. There's 4 more DVDs of these ones I still need to get. I did order some of them a couple weeks ago, because I know I have, like, all the Blu-rays of them and one DVD of it that I found at a flea market a couple years ago. But this is Forensic Files Medical Mysteries here on DVD. Now, these ones, in order to get these ones are burn-on-demand ones, just to let you guys know. These are ones you have to get on Amazon. And, of course, there's actually a bonus episode on here, which includes Deadly Parasites. But it's actually a 3-disc set. Like, they're not press disc. This is the bonus disc it comes with the one episode. But all the episodes on here are basically like about these like some people that died in like mysterious ways and by these crazy illnesses, and some of them were about poisoning. Like, some people were poisoning other people. Like, there was this one episode where there was this one episode when all these little kids were dying, and it turns out it was this brand of apple juice that they were drinking. It was like they were putting in like the stale like apples or something. There was this one with this child's nurse. She was like poisoning all the other kids, trying to kill them in the hospitals. Some sad ones on here. There was some cool episodes on here though. This is actually a pretty cool collection. So altogether, there's actually 13 episodes on here. So, but that is Forensic Files, Medical Mysteries here on DVD. I'll be reviewing more of those in the future. Alright, now this next one right here, I got this one because, of course, I had a Reading Rainbow episode. One, I don't think it ever came out to DVD whatsoever. But this is PBS Kids 20 Furry Tales here on DVD. And, of course, it's one of those ones like those Nick Jr. ones that came out. Like those Nick Jr. favorite ones that came out that came with, like, each... had, like, Blue's Clues episodes on them. Speaking of which, there is one coming out, I believe, next month. The Fantastic Fall DVD, which I cannot wait to get that one. Because that one has, like, 2 episodes on there that have never aired on TV yet. So I don't know if it's going to be just, you have to watch them on DVD first, and then at some point they'll air on TV. I don't know what that's happening with. There's also another Blue's Clues DVD that's coming out. Has an episode on there that's never aired before either. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to getting those. I'm actually pretty happy that they're actually releasing those DVDs, though. But this one has the one episode on here where, called Pet Stories, where, you know, LeVar Burton's, giving his dog a bath, for the dog's birthday. And he reads, like, the pet stories on there. And what was pretty funny on here was, there was the scene of the episode where this guy, he had this parrot, and he was feeding the parrot pasta and stuff, you know. Wonder if I can get our new bird to do that, but there's some other, but there was only one episode on here, that was it, which was that episode. But there's some other cool shows on here, too. I didn't watch them yet, so I don't know if I'll ever watch them, but, like, it has some episodes of Arthur, which I know there was a new DVD of Arthur that came out. I kind of want to get that one. You got Caillou, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, Peg Cat, Wild Kratts, Super Y, Word World, Word Girl. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, but that is that here on DVD. Okay, the next one I got, this is one I found at a pawn shop. And I remember really liking this one back when I was watching it in elementary school. I think I was about 8, I think, when I first watched this. I'm not sure. Because I know there was a website that they used to go on, and that's how you were able to watch this. But it was a web show called Stop Bullying Now here on DVD. This is actually a really fun thing, and it was actually pretty cool really rewatching it now after all these years. But this was something I remember watching in elementary school. But basically, it was a web show about you know, talking about, like, bullying and stuff, and it was it has 12 animated episodes of the show, and the episodes were like 2 or 3 minutes short. They were short ones. Like there was one where like the show was basically like these animals getting picked on by like these bullies, these animal bullies, and you know what? It also includes like some public service announcements and video workshops. What's really cool is there's actually a instructor's guide on here, talking about what bullying is. It just talks about all about bullying, like in this pamphlet right here. But really cool, cool set here. But there, I think the website is still available. If it is, the link is down below. But yep, that is Stop Bullying Now here on DVD. All right, now this next one right here. This is one. I'm just happy I finally found this one. I found the first one last year. The first, you know, set. I finally found the other set on eBay. This one was pricey, but I still got it anyway. I got it for $130. I had to, because this is something, this was impossible to find. I cannot believe I found it, even though it was so pricey. I had to get it. I love this show, and I'm really looking forward to the reboot I've been hearing about lately. But this is Drake and Josh, the best of seasons 3 and 4 here on DVD. Now, these were burn on demands that came on back in 2008. And it's a 3-disc set, and this one, because you know the other one I had was press disc. This is also press disc, right here. Because you know a lot of these, like I said before in my other videos, a lot of these Nickelodeon ones have gone out of print, especially the burn-on-demand ones. Like, the Drake and Josh ones are one of the ones that went out of print. And as far as I know, the only burn-on-demand one that's still in print was the movie that came out, the Merry Christmas Drake and Josh. But if you haven't seen the show, it was like a show about these brothers who gets into these like crazy situations. Like there was an episode on here when they accidentally blow up this little kid's tree house, and they're making a new one. They get stuck in the tree house. And there's episodes where their sister Megan, played by Miranda Cosgrove's, always doing these ridiculous pranks on them. Really cool episodes on here. There's 13 or 15 on here. But the episodes, it includes the first one. This one includes Alien Invasion, Little Sibling, Megan's New Teacher, which I always really like that one. Dance Contest, which I believe that was the final episode, and Treehouse. This too includes Helicopter, which that one I always really liked about Drake winning a free trip to go skydiving, but his parents will let him, and he sneaks on the helicopter. I always really liked that one. We got Phone Finger, Megan's Revenge, The Great Doheny, and We're Married. And disc 3 includes Paging Dr. Drake, Dr. Phil's Show, which was kind of like a knockoff to Dr. Phil. That's the Storm right there. Speaking of which, there's Storm episodes on here as well. The Storm. We got The Theater Thug and Girl Power. But, yep, that is Drake and Josh, the best of seasons 3 and 4 here on DVD. So if you guys ever find this one on eBay, definitely get it, because these ones go expensive. If you find them anywhere, like at a pawn shop, thrift store, Goodwill, whatever, yard sale, definitely get them. But I'm finally glad I found the ones I really wanted. Finally glad I have them. And the last one here I got. This one, out of everything else, this is the only one I'm actually going to put in my yard sales. I don't know. I did not really get into this one. The only reason I got it was because, Blumhouse had something to do with it. It was only like $3.99 at Walmart. I don't know. I didn't really like this one. Probably because it wasn't really like horror. Because, Blumhouse has done some movies that's not horror related. This is called BLACKKKLANSMAN here on DVD. I don't know. I did not really like this one. But that is it for this week's DVD and Blu-ray update. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.